Andito na sa table natin both phones na nilabas ni Xiaomi recently, and we have the Xiaomi 12T and the Xiaomi 12T Pro. Ipagtatabi natin sila both, but this is not too much of a comparison video dahil alam naman natin na di hamak mas maganda ang 12T Pro over the 12T. But I'll be showing you the difference between these two phones and if it's worth getting the Pro or it's okay just to stick with the 12T. Tara, pag-usapan natin. So, hi guys! Ako pala si Richmond na Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. First of all, kita natin ang box nila is almost the same. Mapapansin nyo lang dito sa ilalim na may Pro nakasulat. Otherwise, baka pagkamalan mo to na ito yung 12T and ito yung Pro. And of course, makita natin dito sa ibabaw ng box na nakasulat ito 200MP ang 12T Pro and of course, 108MP si 12T. Pagdating sa itsura, almost the same sila. Wala naman sila masyado pinagkaiba except na ang camera bump ni 12T Pro is nakaumbok and ang camera bump naman ni 12T is flat. And another difference na makita nyo, I hope nakita nyo dito, it's being tuned by Harman Kardon kay 12T Pro. Samantala dito, walang nakaprint. But in spec sheet, it's being tuned by Dolby Atmos. Everything on the side, on the top, on the bottom is exactly the same. So pagdating naman sa casing, masasabi ko sa inyo na ang case ni 12T Pro is nakaumbok. Ito, magagamit nyo dito. And it's interchangeable. So, ganito ang itsura niya when you're using the case ni 12T Pro. And exactly na ito, papasok din sa 12T. Except na medyo mas umbok lang siya ng konti. But overall, you can interchange it naman. Walang problema. Ganito itsura naman niya when you're using the 12T Pro case sa 12T. And by the way guys, this is a Shandy Beetle case. So, if I'm using yung case naman ni 12T sa Pro version, doon tayo medyo hindi papasok. Kasi hindi siya nakaumbok. So, medyo mauunat siya pagdating sa 12T Pro na phone. So, kita natin na medyo, yung mga ports dito is hindi na siya masyado nakatapat sa butas. At makita mo yung screen na medyo tumpok sa konti dito, nakalabas. So, hindi mo siya ma-interchange yung 12T na case on a 12T Pro. But of course, syempre, pag pinasok mo sa 12T, saktong-sakto. Gwapong-gwapo. And matibay. Now, going down to business, I can say na both of them, I have the black color. But pag pinansin mo na mabuti ang kanyang color, si 12T Pro, ang black niya is really black. Dark na dark ang kanyang color. But si 12T, pag medyo tinapatan mo ng ilaw, based dito sa mata ko it's a little bit more navy blue ang color. Dark blue na nagiging black, halos black ang kanyang color. But pag inilawan mo siya, mapapansin mo talaga siya na halos may shade of blue siya. Both of these phones having glass finish sa likod, having plastic frames, and both are Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protected. Now, on the addition, si 12T Pro having a IP53 dust and splash resistance rating. Si 12T, wala akong nakitang rating para dito sa phone na ito. Now, the main difference dito sa dalawa lies on its processor. Si 12T is having a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 Ultra, while si Xiaomi 12T Pro is having the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. So, yung sheer difference sila sa pagdating sa processing, I would say na definitely this one should blow by ang 12T. So, makita naman natin dito sa Antutu benchmark score on both phones. Ito, umabot na ng 1,072,000 points. Ito, nasa 778,000 points. So, the difference of roughly 300,000 points does really differ ang kanyang CPU, alay ng kanyang difference, and kanyang GPU mas lalo na. Pagdating sa RAM, medyo mas angat siya ng konti dahil 12 gigs of RAM na meron natin dito. This one is 8 gigs of RAM. And kanyang UX, medyo lumayo din ng konti. E makita naman natin ang kanyang temperature, both ay nasa 38 degrees Celsius at the peak of its benchmark processing. Kahit sa Geekbench, makikita naman natin yung kanyang difference, medyo malayo nga talaga. Now, both of these phones, pareho silang 5,000 mAh of battery and parehong nakakasupport ng 120 watts of fast charging. So, from 10 to 100 roughly, tapos naman siya in 23 minutes, both almost at par. Pareho naman sila. Now, pagdating naman sa battery endurance, si 12T Pro, kita natin na mas lamang siya ng 2 oras na kaya na ibigay siya as opposed kay 12T. And what I can say, both naman, niran naman natin under 120 Hz of screen refresh rate and naka 50% ang kanyang screen brightness. So, niran ko to, huwag magdabagan. So, these are the results that I get. But on a normal day-to-day basis, both kaya naman nila magtagal ng one whole day. So, I don't think it's too much of a problem. Now, both of these phones are AMOLED display. 6.67-inch and ang kanilang screen-to-body ratio ay pareho around 87%. And kita naman natin, ang both ng kanyang punch hole is almost at the same size. So, yung kanyang screen is quite good. Ang nipis sa kanyang bezel. And what I like about both of this one is maganda ang kanyang display dahil AMOLED ang kanyang display. It can display up to 68 billion colors, 120 Hz of screen refresh rate, and HDR10+ ang kanyang capability. Now, one thing na napansin ko na meron ni Pro version as opposed kay non-Pro is that this one is being calibrated by Dolby Vision. This one wala akong nakita Dolby Vision. So, this one should be a little bit better when you're watching videos on Netflix, YouTube, and of course, on your other online streaming apps na iyong paborito. And na-check ko naman ang kanyang DRM info, both having level 1 na Wi-Fi security level. So, okay ang HD on both device. Watching videos on both of these phones, sa taas ang Pro version, sa baba ang non-Pro version. So we can see that the display is not that far from each other. So I wouldn't say na sobrang lamang naman ito dahil may Dolby Vision. But I can say na a little bit more better ang color reproduction nitong sa Pro. And mas a little bit more reddish dito sa 12T. But I could hardly tell the difference after watching both of these videos together, and tinry ko din manood ng some movies of them being together, I can say na hindi talaga sila nagkakalayo sa isa't isa. But based on what I can see, medyo lamang ng bahagya si 12T Pro. Maybe it's because of the Dolby Vision na support nito. Other than that, almost at par lang naman sila. Now, pagdating naman sa sounds listening to Spotify on both device, si 12T Pro being calibrated by Harman Kardon and si 12T being calibrated by Dolby Atmos, I can say na parang mas premium ang sound na binibigay ni 12T Pro dahil siguro yung pagka malakas siya, hindi masyadong yung sabog, and I can say na rich ang sound niya pagdating sa yung maximum na loudness as opposed kay 12T na a little bit parang mas bitin siya ng konti. But overall, ang kanyang sound, hindi naman sobrang nagkakalayo. I can say na mas lamang lang dalaga ng bahagya si Pro version as opposed kay 12T. Now, pagdating naman sa gaming, I can say na dyan nagkakalayo ng konti. So, si 12T Pro having a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, ang gaming experience niya is definitely nice. Rich na rich siya, and I can say na sobra ako nag-enjoy dito. Ang kanyang touch sensing is really off the chart. And of course, ang kanyang gameplay is superb and wala ako na-feel na lag. Now, on the other side, si 12T having a 8100 Ultra, I can say na okay ang kanyang gaming. It can game, okay din ang overall ang kanyang gaming experience, but maybe not as fluid as binibigay ni 8 Plus Gen 1. Alam naman natin si 8100, kaya niyang tapatan si Snapdragon 888, but I could hardly say na kaya niyang tapatan si 8 Plus Gen 1. Pagdating naman sa gaming, si 12T Pro really shows its dominance over the 12T. Now, pagdating sa display, there's one thing na na-notice ko sa kanyang dalawa, na medyo a little bit more yellowish si 12T as opposed kay 12T Pro na talagang white na white ang kanyang display. I can say na maybe due to the different manufacturer ng LCD panel, but I don't think that it should be that far. But having this one being calibrated by Dolby Vision, I guess it should be a little bit better dahil kailangan mo ipakita ang premiumness ng Pro over the non-Pro. So, I guess here it shows na mas maganda konti ang display nito. And I like yung mga display na mas white over sa mga a little bit more yellowish. So, definitely pagdating sa display panel, this one has the better display, si 12T Pro. Now, pagdating naman sa camera, we know that mas maganda ang camera ni 12T Pro. Di naman kailangan sabihin yun dahil meron siyang 200MP na main camera sensor which supports OIS, 8MP na ultra-wide, 2MP na macro lens, and it can shoot up to 8K 24fps. And sa kanyang front camera naman, it is a 20MP na main camera sensor which is the same, exactly the same kay 12T. Now, si 12T naman having a 108MP na main camera sensor and of course 8MP na ultra wide lens, 2MP na macro lens. The same dito sa kabila except yung main sensor. But this can only shoot up to 4K 30 FPS. Maybe that's the limitation of the processor, which is 8800 Ultra. Pagdating naman sa photos, alam natin na si 12T Pro should show its dominance over the 12T. Having said some of these outdoor shots, makita natin na talagang mas maganda ang input ni 12T over the 12T Pro. And I can say na di hamak na mas maganda ang output niya. And some of these shots shows na yung color reproduction ng 12T Pro is a little bit more saturated versus C12T. And for me, it's just okay. Not really that much of a problem. And some of these shots ng mga flower, I can say na yung mas natural and mas maganda, mas matingkad ang kuha ni 12T Pro. So, definitely out of the question na mas magandang camera ni 12T Pro. And when we bring it somewhere indoor, makita natin the same lighting condition, si 12T Pro was able to enhance it a little bit better, giving it more light para mas maganda and mas dramatic ang mga photos na nakuha natin given the same lighting conditions. Pagdating naman sa selfie shot, I could hardly tell the difference between the two, but siguro sa konting better enhancement na binibigay ni 12T Pro, but overall for me, it's almost at par dahil pareho naman silang sensor, pareho silang 20MP na front-facing shooter. So for me, ang front camera is almost the same. Now, pagdating naman sa front-facing camera, taking some quick video, well, it's hard to tell din ang kanilang sheer difference and both are a little bit jittery and I can say na okay naman sila. Almost at par naman ang kanilang performance. Now, pagdating sa taking videos on the rear camera, dito natin makita ang kanilang difference. Both shooting at 4K 30 FPS dahil iyan lang support ni 12T. So, given this, I can see na a lot smoother si 12T Pro and si 12T is quite jittery. To be honest with you guys, wala pa akong presyo netong 12T and 12T Pro. And basing it on the price launch ng 11T, adding a little bit of 1K to 2K para medyo magkaroon siya ng difference between those two. And alam naman natin, it has been ganun ang pattern ni Xiaomi. So, si 11T, naglabas siya for this variant at around 24,999. And si 12T Pro, naglabas to at around 29,999. So, the difference is at around 5K pesos. So, let's just peg it at the Pro, you command a premium of around 5,000 pesos. Now, after natin mag-rundown ng lahat ng test na gusto natin malaman between the difference between these two, I'll be telling you kung worth it nga ba o hindi worth it ang 5K difference between these two. Now, with that 5K difference, you get a better processor, you get a better camera, you get a better display dahil Dolby Vision calibrated siya, and you get a better sound, Harman Kardon calibrated. And another thing na you have to consider is that this one has a IP53 na dust and water resistance rating na wala dito sa kabila. Now, other than that, almost the same naman sila in terms of form factor, in terms of screen size, in terms of yung kanyang support for 5G, pareho naman mabilis. And yung front camera is almost the same. Pagdating naman sa gaming, alam naman natin na di hamang mas mabilis si 12T Pro, mas okay ang kanyang experience na binibigay sa'yo. And yun ang binabayad nyo na premium na 5,000 pesos getting the Pro variant over here. Now, question, is it worth it or is it not worth it? Now, if you're the type of person na hindi ka sobrang meticulous pagdating sa camera and yung gaming mo is more of a casual gaming but you want some good performing games, si 12T, I guess, would be enough for you. But if you want a better camera and better processor, plus yung gaming experience mo is on another level, I would definitely recommend you get the 12T Pro variant dahil sa yung 5,000 pesos, medyo malayo ang mararating nyo with this phone. And of course, it has a 12 gigs of RAM. This one having just 8 gigs of RAM on their both highest configuration. Now, I hope guys na natulungan ko kayo mag-decide kung you'll be taking the non-Pro version or you'll be taking the Pro variant. But if you ask me, ako definitely I'll be taking the Pro variant based on what I need. Now guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click that bell icon para hindi nyo ma-miss mga future uploads and comparison like this one here sa aking channel. And so, ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up?